Now to this. Critics say Biden and the woke mob are taking a swipe at Christians this Easter. This year, Easter Sunday falls on Transgender Visibility Day, which is traditionally on March 31st. But this year, not only did Fairfax County, Virginia, make an official proclamation for Easter Sunday, so did President Biden. Biden was the first president ever to issue an official proclamation for Transgender Day of Visibility, and this was back in 2021. And in his proclamation this year, he said, quote, "Today we send a message to all transgender Americans. You are loved, you are heard, you are understood, you belong. You are America, and my entire administration and I have your back."
On this Transgender Day of Visibility, we must continue to make focused and ongoing efforts to end inequities, eliminate the impacts of injustice, and improve access to care for everyone. Today of all days, I stand proud and visible with my fellow transgender Americans. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy JD. I hope you're all doing well. For those of you that celebrate it, I hope you've all had a great Easter. I've had a great time myself. The more I think about it, it's probably the best Easter I've had in quite some time. As I get older, I really start to realize it is one of the best feelings, you know, going to church, being with everybody, celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ and everything that it means. But naturally, because it's Easter and in our lovely, stunning and brave society, well, it can't have a day off. We have people out there trying to tarnish the day and disrespect it in any way they can. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen this because it blew up everywhere on social media. The Biden administration decided to show everybody how truly insane they are. Now, the first bit of news I saw, and I don't know the timeline of all of it, but the first bit of news I saw that caused a lot of controversy was the Biden administration deciding to ban religious-themed designs from White House Easter egg art contests. Children of the National Guard are prohibited from submitting religious Easter eggs designed for 2024, celebrating National Guard Families art event at the White House. The art contest is part of the White House's Easter traditions, which include the annual Easter egg roll. The flyer for the contest states that an Easter egg design submission must not include questionable content, religious symbols, overtly religious themes, or partisan political statements. So the very reason why people celebrate Easter, and I don't know if this has been done before, but the very reason why people celebrate Easter can't be on an egg. You're telling me kids can't put a cross on an egg now? Why is that? Is it because one of their diverse hirings might have a meltdown? Who knows? I'll tell you now, if one of the kids put a lovely progressive symbol on an egg, you're going to tell me people there are going to say, actually, you know what, we can't include that. Nah, it's not going to happen. But this next part is where, boy, did it all kick off on social media, and people are still talking about it now, and rightly so. Because this year, on Easter Sunday, it was also Transgender Day of Visibility. This has been a thing, apparently, since 2009. And always lands on March 31st. And on your screen right now, this is the activist who apparently started this day. You know what, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had to take a double glance because I could have sworn that was Danny DeVito still in his penguin costume. I mean, look, it must be my eyesight, I do apologize, it just comes with age, I guess. We need these days though, don't we, ladies and gentlemen, because still at this point, and I find this absolutely disgraceful, society still at this point acts like, I don't know, Stevie Wonder towards these people, can't see them anywhere, yet all the time on social media, in the mainstream media, people are clapping and cheering for stunning and brave individuals. So I find it very interesting how it all works, but the Biden administration posted this statement. I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, not for much longer, by virtue of authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim March 31st, 2024 as Transgender Day of Visibility. I call upon all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and work toward eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity. Well, hold on. What about all the women that have been affected by this? You know, their sports, safe spaces, private spaces. No mention there in that statement. Very odd. I wonder why. Look, this has been a thing apparently since 2009, as I've said, but, you know, I've never seen a group of people need so much validation in my life. You know, it seems like there's a new day every single day for something else, celebrating somebody's identity, sexuality. It's almost like they don't believe who they are. If they really did believe who they're identifying as, they wouldn't need so many days. I mean, just take a look at all these days we apparently have throughout the calendar year. There are so many, I can't even be asked to read any out. I mean, let's be honest, how many more days does the LGBTQIA2S plus subtraction, multiplication, division, cube community, I still miss some letters out there, but how many more days do they need? And I do think it's an absolute disgrace, and I don't care how long it's been a thing for. I think it's an absolute disgrace that on Easter Sunday, we have the Biden administration, the woke left, the woke liberals, pushing this message so heavily. It's almost like they used this whole message to get rid of the importance of Easter Sunday and why people celebrate it. And when you have people like Alex Soros especially posting about it, you know there are some hidden agendas behind this whole thing. He goes on to post on X, Trans Day of Visibility honors the bravery and resilience of trans communities. Let's stand in solidarity and work to create a world where everyone feels safe and accepted, continuing our fight for the rights of all individuals. Nothing about Easter Sunday, by the way, so they know what they're doing. It's very intentional to me. It's all to disrespect Christianity and Easter Sunday as a whole. They love posting this stuff. Truly they do. Thankfully, in the replies to anyone posting this stuff, they're getting ratioed in the replies. So my faith in humanity still exists, but the Biden administration couldn't help themselves. Oh, no. One statement wasn't enough. They continue to talk about it all over X. The Biden account goes on to say, on Transgender Day of Visibility, we celebrate the joy, strength, and absolute courage of some of the bravest people I know. Today, we show millions of transgender and non-binary Americans that we see them, they belong, and they should be treated with dignity and respect. On Transgender Day of Visibility, the Biden administration honors the extraordinary courage and contributions of transgender Americans and reaffirms our nation's commitment to forming a more perfect union where people are all treated equally. This year, transgender Americans have faced an onslaught of hateful attacks. As POTUS has said, transgender youth are some of the bravest people he knows, and they deserve to live their lives free from hate.
At the Department of Education, we know that all students do their best when they're seen and they're supported. To the many transgender students across the country listening on this Trans Day of Visibility, we in the Biden-Harris administration want you to know that we see you, we support you, and we celebrate you. We also know it's not an easy time to be you. Walking into a classroom should be an act of hope, not an act of bravery. That every day you choose to show up as your true self, you make this world a more brave, more honest, and more free place. In your gift for seeing things as they could be, I see the promise of America. Today, we at the Department of Education want you to know that your school, your community, and your country are better because you're a part of it. You don't just belong here, we need you here. From all of us here at the Department of Education, happy Trans Day of Visibility.
Again, they know what they're doing. They know what's going to happen. They know the chaos that is going to come from these posts. You can't tell me when they're typing these out, right? We know Biden doesn't actually post his own things, but we know the people who are typing these out. You can't tell me one thought isn't crossing their mind whatsoever that, oh, this is going to cause a lot of outrage. Of course it is. And they're probably smirking when they do it. But if this was another holy day, they're not doing it. At least there's a positive to all of this, right? Everybody who's got common sense is calling this out. People can see what is going on here. And you know what? I wouldn't even want them to apologize because they wouldn't mean it in the first place. It wouldn't be authentic. Not that they're ever going to apologize, by the way. If it's a different faith, oh boy, statements coming out left, right, and center. We're so sorry, guys, we didn't mean it. It's crazy. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this whole thing. What are your thoughts on Transgender Day of Visibility being something the Biden administration celebrated more than Easter Sunday and pushed it heavily on social media? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. We are living in some proper insane times, ladies and gentlemen. Clown world stuff right here. Just gets worse.